Hey everybody, Felix Staffelbaker here. I wanted to make a video because people are not understanding what's happening here. There are second layer solutions that are happening in the crypto space that are catching on and becoming popular and becoming useful and having utility on the EOS or on the Bitcoin blockchain, such as Lightning Network. They've got applications such as Strike, and people like Jack Mallers, who does great things, definitely does wonderful things, getting people paid in Bitcoin, all types of stuff, doing what he's doing, creating applications. Recently, the Litecoin, or the the Lightning Network for the Bitcoin blockchain, the second layer scaling solution that basically allows more transactions to be bundled in one transaction, more than what the initial Bitcoin blockchain was allotted for, because there's only a certain amount of space for transactions that are allowed in a transaction. So recently, over 3,000 Bitcoin have been onboarded onto the Lightning Network, and it is actually a separate, second layer solution. So to get your Bitcoin to transfer on there, you do have to send it to it. What people don't understand is how much Bitcoin Blockone has. Blockone is dedicating 160,000 Bitcoin just to the EOS blockchain or just to the bullish exchange on the EOS blockchain for one of the liquidity pools. They're putting, I think, ETH and also EOS on there, but they're providing enormous amounts of liquidity to the point of Blockone, as we know, as I've been reporting on for years, has a Bitcoin scaling solution that they plan to introduce. They have a patent on it. They haven't released it, but they have a Bitcoin scaling solution on top of EOS. Now we know publicly they've stated they had 240,000 Bitcoin, after the ICO, after they bought some Bitcoin Cash, after they did EOS VC, a couple other things. They had like 160,000 Bitcoin to start. Then they were accumulating, doing whatever they were doing. When you add it all up, there was roughly 240,000. Then, all the different things combined, we could account for over 300,000 Bitcoin that Blockone have access to and could tap into at one time. That's just unfathomable amounts of money. Just insane amounts of money. If people knew how much money they had available, how much money was at their disposal, how many people who had that level of money were just at their disposal, this would just be insane. Blockone, whatever they decide to do, will become the standard. Understand that. Blockone has so much Bitcoin that whatever solution they provide will immediately become the standard. And you have to understand, that's also because of all the regulations. That's also because if an institution, they've got a Goldman Sachs executive on the Blockone board, they're not going to be doing this haphazardly. They're not going to be doing this without full backing of the regulatory framework, because these are the players. These are the people that write the rules. These are the people that are making the new system for the masses to come into. That's what you don't get. That's what you don't understand. That's what I've been trying to explain this whole time. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. They're guaranteeing it from their end. And I'm just literally hopping on their ship and riding along like a rat in a cargo And even if I make a few bucks, like, that's all I'm trying to do here. Anyway, whatever Blockone decides to do, the entire market follows. 3,000 Bitcoin on the Lightning Network is nothing compared to what they have. And that's not including the mega billionaires, the families that control trillions, the asset managers that control trillions, the asset managers that manage that control billions themselves, their families that have mega millions. I mean, I went over that video of what I think the EOS price could be by the end of the year, and people just laugh at me like crazy. $2,000 to $5,000, that's 2 to 5 trillion in market cap. When you start to understand the level of people involved, the amount of players, the governments, the banks, the money managers, the pension funds, the endowments, all these different types of people are going to be flooding into EOS, and there's only a limited amount. I'm not the one that should be worried or trying to, defend myself of what I think my opinion is. I mean, you're going to be the one who's going to be fighting for just a handful of EOS if you can even get your hands on them. So it's like, I've already done the groundwork for years. I've already laid it out. Now we're watching it unfold, and it's like people still aren't seeing it. So they're just going to miss out. And, Blockone has the scaling solution. EOS as a mainnet has the scaling solution, and it's going to come through. So I just want to put that out there. Staffel Baker out.